Pisces. Number 18 could be very significant for some of you. 9 repeated, so 99 or 999. And the theme today is, in this moment, balance. Balance is coming up very strongly. Truth and community. And as well, Pisces, the sense of safety, of home. What is that? Of no longer feeling that you're walking on eggshells all the time, feeling out of place. We are heading in 2 days towards a new moon in Virgo, which is the opposite of Pisces, very earthy energy, and we are in Virgo season. The sun is in Virgo. So new moon is about new beginnings. What are your intentions, Pisces, in this moment? It's going to be a 2-week period that is going to lead us to a beautiful full moon in Pisces. That's us. And that's going to be very significant because that's going to be the culmination of the intention that you put in this Monday on this new moon in Virgo. Something very practical, steps, very detailed steps you can put into action. Everyday routine, health, well-being. Virgo is very analytical, sometimes overcritical, overjudging itself. That's something that we might, Pisces, need to work on. Because we are often our own restrictions. Our nervous system is more vulnerable than other signs, other energies, and so we can get into a mode of hyperactivity or very high and then very low. It's just because our metabolism is just that much more sensitive. It's nerves. It's actually the nerves. And so for us, it's even more crucial to protect our energies, to have solitude. Here is coming in, which gives us our spiritual strength. That is why Pisces needs to tap into its spiritual center, because if not, there's this sense of anxiety that comes in, number 18. And the other number 18 that came in here is shadow. So all of this feeling out of place or unworthy or not home, just never feeling home. And during this reading, your spread here, Pisces, definitely is gonna help us go deeper into what is that? What is feeling home? And you can right now ask yourself the question, go deeper into this inquiry. What is that? You know? As you shine the light upon your shadow, there's no shadow left. And that takes time. There's also this patience needed, this Libran energy here that came in, which has to do with the temperance card in the tarot, which is, moderation in all things. You got the yin and yang, number 22, master number here, master builder, which builds upon stable foundation. You know, this theme today of stability, of, a home is stable, right? The foundation needs to be rooted. Yeah. And the yin and yang is, again, this balance between the feminine and the masculine, the drive, and then the let go, the rest, letting it come to you. The drive, the let go, the energy put out there, and then the rest, the coming back to neutral, zero. You got this energy here of Virgo right underneath. I just want to notice that because that's, again, calling to the new moon in Virgo. I hadn't seen it, but here it is. So this Virgo energy is also about self-discipline, right? What are your long-term goals? How can you start manifesting actually, you know? And you can have a little plan for every day where you have one little goal that you achieve, you know, every day, and then let it go. You don't have to overdo it, you know. Pisces, again, this moderation needs to take place as well. Libra has to do with the truth. You know, you got truth here coming up. Are you strong enough? Power here, strength card. Are you strong enough to look at your own truth or the truth of the situations in your life? Sometimes Pisces can be a little bit like, you know, not wanting to see, and that's where there's a little bit of the fantasy illusion. We want to see only the good in people or in situations. But here it's being inquisitive and clear about what is it. A new moon in Virgo, again, is very clear. It looks at the facts, you know. It's very logical in a way, and it doesn't let the illusions or the Neptunian energy, you know, anything that is not clear, continue. It's a cut through. It's like a sword, an ace of sword. Libra also has to do with relationships. So I do see a little bit of this theme here again. For some of you that are in a relationship, you know, how can you feel home with this person? How can you create a home? Are you afraid of commitment? You know, you did have spiritual commitment. I feel that Pisces, as you always commit to your spiritual path, your spiritual energy, space, sacred space, your own energetic field, you feel more home always. You need to have this because you can get into a little bit of the dream world, yeah, which can be positive and negative. We need to dream, but also we need to awaken. Yeah, you have the awakening here. The dream helps us go into our subconscious, the shadow, yeah. The well came up as well, like in this card. Share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. Here it's to me more about really going deep and looking at our truth and simply inquire, not overthink it, but just feel. Try to feel, what is it that you want, this long-term goal. What will make you feel safe? And again, by safe, we don't mean stuck, you know. Again, this commitment thing, you know, where everybody maybe on the superficial level may be thinking marriage is safety, you know. It's kind of this illusion that we are going to be with this person our whole life, you know, like this whole expectation. But maybe the true commitment and the true safety is maybe to accept the now. We have the dolphin coming in, which brings joy. Accept the openness of the heart completely, and not escape from commitment either, because I think Pisces has this thing of also when there's this last step to make, yeah, in the relationship of, yeah, this is going to be the one for now, you know. I don't attach to the idea of the relationship of what it's going to bring me, but I can also open my heart, because if it is true, right, this truth again, I need to also let myself dive in, because escaping your whole life commitment with a person is also you not having resolved some shadow at your heart center. We got a heart chakra here, and emotional loss, reverse. So that is what needs to be looked at, you know. For each and every one of us is different, but how can we commit fully in the present moment with a person for probably long term without attaching? That's the thing. How can we keep our freedom? You have the white and black horse here, the yin and yang. How can we keep our freedom without it becoming an escape from stability? So this whole stability, freedom, commitment, creativity, living in the now, long term. Here the answer came with source. Look at those angels, and the light, only the light is shining here. How can you be so fully committed to the light within you that fear goes away? That whoever is around you, whatever situation is around you, doesn't give you anxiety. Because if the people around you, the person in question here, is at a lower vibration and is still working on some issues of seduction, addiction, because that's coming up as well. You choose, it's a choice to not, like a sponge, take that in you, within you. It's understanding and feeling the space between your light and this person, your own field and the field of this person. And as you root yourself only in this light, and that really demands a lot of strength, especially when you are in an intimate relationship, and especially when there's commitment on the table and that triggers your own insecurities. But once you're able to really commit to that ascension of yours, to that fullness of your heart, which probably the person around you, the other people, don't get. They have a more material mindset, or they're still working on those issues of seeking attention, needing more than one woman or one man in their life, just because often when they're empty inside, they are looking to, grab and fulfill the emptiness. And that's never true love. That's never the truth or safety or stability. Often when people need more, it's because there is this sense of insecurity, needing to be looked at, or that's the ego, the kid inside ourselves. And that's often why we cannot commit to one person, because there's this sense of, no, but I don't want to be bored. I don't want this to, I'm afraid of going deeper in the intimacy, the relationship, my own emotions. The kid in you is afraid of being abandoned. So if you have a few people, then, well, you won't have to go as deep. And if one takes off, you still have two, or three, whatever, that's addiction also. And that could be the problem of the person around you. But again, if you choose to not fall into that, because by transference of energy you can start to feel the heaviness of that person. If you choose to have true compassion, which is giving them the space to deal with their thing, and you stay in the light, shining the light bright, and focusing on what true love is, which is compassion, is that you are open, you choose to be vulnerable with all the suffering that could be coming in, but you know that your light is so strong that it will burn all of that stuff, and it might also help and burn the stuff of others, of this particular person or other people. But you choose to only live in purity, in true love, in what you know is your home, your safety, and the true safety, which is the warmth, the love of the mother. You have here this siren here, Yamaya, grandmother ocean, primordial. What is primordial love? You know, we all, the first love we all experience is the love of the mother. We come from her womb, and then the first separation is from her. So there's divine feminine energy. We cry, there's suffering. We start this life with suffering, separation. But a mother loves unconditionally. It's deep love. You guys are being tested at this time within the relationship, if that is the case, to have true compassion, which is you not falling into that darkness, feeling the hurt of the other person, feeling the darkness of the whole world, really, because when you go in the streets, that's the energy that is being felt. Actually, everybody is looking for, you know, it's the seduction, it's the superficiality of the body, it's, you know, all of that stuff, the sex, the attraction, the chemicals, like animals, yeah. But you are committed to your spirituality, spiritual commitment, spiritual strength. You decide to only stay in that purity. But at the same time, you open enough. You're not only in this protective mode, which is closing all the doors and just feeling that, you know, I'm the light and the rest of the world is dark. No, there's the balance, Pisces, this balance coming in. Where, first of all, there's no judgment of anything, because at the root of it all, the source is only this love that everybody is striving for but doesn't know how to get or become, because they don't know if it's inside themselves. They're looking outside and they are in this nervousness, anxiety, yeah. But you can decide to have also the self-discipline. It's a self-discipline. Spiritual commitment is a self-discipline of focus of whatever is happening around you. You are completely understanding and forgiving of what is going on around you, but at the same time you don't buy it. You don't try to make it like it's a great situation. You don't live in the fantasy that everything is okay either. So see this thin balance. For that you need some solitude, some time out to really go deeper here and stay in your own power. You have forgiveness and gratitude here. Forgiving yourself for being afraid. Fear. We all have fear. We need to feel it, but at the same time not drown in it, and also learn the lesson from it. What is it trying to tell you? All the feelings that we're feeling are neither good or bad. They are just experiences that we need to feel and understand. And they are just moments in the now, opportunities to become stronger. To, from this anxiety, come home, calling our parts home. We all have this homesickness. You have now 2222, the yin and yang. We all have this homesickness, this fear of being separated. Again, remember this birth? This is what happens. This is at the root cause of our whole life. But you have tools in your bag here. The crane bag, secret ocean medicine, clutter, declutter, a choice. Again, having compassion and forgiving someone doesn't mean that you need to stay in the toxic relationship. Yeah? It's being able to be vulnerable and live from your heart, from love, in any scenario. Having the courage to face any of your fears. And above all, feeling so much light and warmth as your home within yourself that you can go through anything. And feel anything and welcome anything so that you can learn and rise even higher. and deeper. And you might not suspect that sometimes that can change other people, but you're not here to change that person. That person will change if they want to. But you are a mentor in any situation you find yourself in, even if it's not your job or whatever, you know, we are all teachers for each other. And Pisces more so. So Pisces has this responsibility to shine the light in any situation. Even if there's this drama, Mars energy here. Your energy, drive, strength, and fighting spirit. Pisces, especially at this time, is full of fire. It's not just water. Fire element has to do with spiritual. Spirit. It's the Kundalini. It's the energetic field. It's creativity. But there might be drama around you, yeah? Or you might feel this turmoil within you. But this is calling to look at this person has this arrow and fights, but fights in the way that it's not fighting back someone at their level. It's your fight is to remain in the light, and the light will burn all of it, this fire. The fire of the light will take care of it. The only thing you need to do is to stay focused within yourself. Where you find clarity, where you find your truth, where you find your home, your safety. And you got the second house as well, which does call to Libra as well, which is your talents, your gifts, your finances, the abundance. What can you create? You will fight at this time for your cause, your mission, your path. And that is what you're supposed to be working on. You know, this Virgo energy, like we started the whole read with, is the self-discipline, putting up the practical steps, slowly but surely, which will bring you to the Cancer energy, which is very feminine, mother, unconditional love, feeling home. It's the 4th house in astrology. This energy is emotional, sensitive, caring, and loving. It may concern family, a mother, or a child. Some of you might, you know, give birth as well. And so there could be anxiety involved with that. But really, it's calling to the inner child attunement. Go within, listen, loving parenting. How can we not repeat what the parenting of our parents, basically? You know how a lot of us, you know, we all have these traumas, yeah? And often parents are not ready to have kids, it just happens. Many people are not conscious, and they all have their own wounds that they don't deal with, and then they just repeat the cycle with the kids. And it's up to us now to break the cycle. It's time. You have the crystal child here, your natural core, pure, innocent, removing falsehood and the seer. Often, Pisces, we have become false, and that's where the ego comes in, the mask, you know, is that because of whatever happened to us, you know, we've had to protect ourselves because we've been hurting so much that we have accumulated walls and layers of stuff and personality traits that are not us. And so this time, again, this shadow work is to look at that. Why? How is your heart at this time? Is your heart your true heart, or is it the heart that has been constructed and is false? Pisces, more than other signs, is very very innocent and very pure, actually, more than others. But because of protective mode and having to adapt so much, becoming a chameleon, often we can lose our authenticity. And that can go as deep as your own heart, and how can you feel safe? And so all of those strategies that have been maybe created by your own self to protect yourself. But the thing is, when you do that, you protect yourself from truly living. And when you do that, you're not living your true life. You're not allowing love in. Even if you think you want to, you don't really want to. Again, this freedom, the freedom of love, of true love, is not that easy. And it's not, you know, we all say, oh, I want to be in love, I want this true love, and, you know, we feel free or whatever. But the true freedom of the heart is scary, because it's infinite possibilities. And to open up truly the heart, you need to be able to fall. And who wants to fall? Yeah, everybody's trying to survive. That's where the soul cage comes in. Rescue, escape from captivity and restriction. How have you been restricting your own heart in your life? How can you tap into the unconditional love within you or for another person, even if it's not given back to you? Without getting into the toxic thing, yeah? But how can you allow love without attachment, addiction? You choose. It's your choice. To being aware of the superficiality of what people call love, which is really just attention seeking, addiction and seduction and all of that ego game stuff. And you choose to just stay here. And that takes tremendous strength, especially when you are in a relationship already. But here we see the heart of ascension, Pisces. Expansion. How can you expand your love more, your heart more? And that fear to free fall, fear to hurt. But again, hurt is only the belief you have that is hurting you. Yeah, you're feeling it. But then you understand where the hurt comes from. Again, attachment, separation, whatever. But if you tap into deeper than that, the true love of the source, of your true home, all of that becomes like more distant. The hurt is like, oh, it's an experience, but it's not, you're not gonna die from it. That's the kid within us that is dying from true love, that is dying from, is thirsty. We're thirsty of pure love, of trust, of truth in relationships, which is so hard to find because there's just, or live because we restrict our own self, and then not many people are conscious or practice that. So everybody is just living at the superficie of life, of love, because of the fear of diving deeper. Pisces, what it just came through now is you're supposed to teach that. And by teaching, it's just by you living it. Expansion, love for all. Playfulness, release the past. This huge heart here. Then you got resolution. Old timelines collapsing. Insights, higher self embodiment, expression. Definitely still this transitional time that we are going through, Pisces. But this butterfly, this joyfulness coming through here. You are definitely shifting. There's some enlightenment that is happening. But yeah, it takes work. It's not easy. It's inner strength. You have the Lemurian egg here. Rest. Reintegration of divine potentials. It's the first time I got this card. But as you go into the solitude, you get into the spiritual strength. And we do have meditation here. Improvements require persistence, this inner work, this self-discipline, yeah? And you got Ascended Masters, create open communication. You have angel assistants. We've been seeing that in your readings. You have beings that are here to help you. Tap into that. Find home in that, Pisces. Astral travel came in again. Yeah, and we had dream time before, so you can get insights in your dreams, in dreams during the day as well, which we call lucid dreaming. But overall, you are heading towards community. Maybe you're building your own community. And how can you do that? By already living, feeling inside yourself how you want the energy field to be in this community. You're not forcing anything. You are living that. And then this feeling of home, this community, this true love is going to manifest. You have the magician here. Again, as the mirror, you will manifest what you're feeling. If your long-term goal is to create a community of like-minded people, remember, everybody is unique, but if what you feel and want is this unconditional love, this peace, this serenity, this helping each other locally, you know, and, you know, especially with how the world is, what is happening right now, yeah, we all know that. So how can we create a place of compassion? And all of that happens, again, inside yourself. How can you create that within yourself so that that transpires externally? It is possible to live this true love for each and every one of us to go deep enough so that we can create this community where we can all help each other, guide each other to no longer be afraid. A safe place where there's no judgment of the other. Everybody is going through their own timelines, their own path. But love, true love, high love, welcomes all. And Pisces has this responsibility of shining that light. And for that, Pisces, you need to be rooted always in this true love. Yeah? Let's see. I'm gonna get a fairy here. Yeah, you got here, I wanted to tell you. The divine cosmic mother womb, which again is calling to this mother here that we had, unconditional love. You're loved. You are safe. Rest now. Sleep well. I love it. I'm going to repeat it. The divine cosmic mother womb. You're loved. You're safe. Rest now. Sleep well. Calling again to this first separation we have with the unconditional love. And that somehow we seek our whole life and seemingly are never able to experience it because there's so much fear. It's almost like a betrayal, you know. We start this life with this betrayal. Why was I separated? You know? But that was for you to become a conscious being so that you can always, your soul always remembers this love. But it's for you to go on the journey of life to uncover that love. Maybe that's the purpose of it all. To go deep enough that you can uncover and let your soul rise from all the restrictions that the ego needed to learn just to survive. That's the base. But then beyond that, we rise, Pisces. And all the situations that arise externally are all tests to test our strength, our rootedness in this love. Some of you have trouble sleeping. But we are safe, Pisces. We are loved. That's the truth. Deeper. We are our own womb. That's the thing. But we have to dive deep to recognize that and realize it, not think it, realize, feel it. And only when we become that and live from that can we experience it and create it externally. And the right people come to us. And we see clearer because we see deeper. Because our heart is open. And look at this, Pisces, the sun with the wheel behind. Plans that work out perfectly. So don't be afraid, whatever this commitment is, don't be afraid of putting your heart and soul into it. Your relationship, your project, your spiritual commitment, path, practice. Amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations. Gratitude for the blessings of life. We had the sun also in the last reading. Now look at this as well. The Three of Winter. Reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from this situation. Sadness that will heal with time. All those wounds, this emotional, where is it? Emotional loss, Pisces. This heart that was in reverse. This seems very significant right now. This reading is all about this. How can we feel safe in our heart, in our life? Maybe you have some friends you can connect with that can, you know that when you talk to them, you don't feel drained, that can actually listen to you, that you're not the listener, you can be listened to, you can be comforted. But also this can be your angels, yeah, ascended masters, angels, angel assistants here. Whatever is happening, Pisces, again, in this material world, whatever people, situations are around you, you're learning from this. The comfort and love is within you and is all around, always. It's just that we become unconscious of it because we are, the pull of the emotion and of the mind, the thoughts, is so strong. The ego talks very loud. But this love of the mother, the unconditional love of source, spirit, are whispers. And that's why we need silence to really listen and go deeper. You know how it is when it's deep, deep down in the ocean, everything is like there's this silence. It's unfathomable. It's so silent, and only then can you hear the truth, your truth. And can you root yourself? See the crane back, she's deep in the ocean. Can you root yourself in true love? In your home, Pisces. But from this, Three of Swords energy, you have the sun. So blessings are coming. Again, it's here, Pisces. And underneath, I said, you have the wheel. Delays are over. Sudden unexpected good luck, a new car travel. And I have awakening underneath. Awakening, shifting your perception, shifting how you were thinking about things before, feeling or experiencing anything before. Look, the Queen of Summer. Loving, comforting, emotional, intuitive. Listen to your heart. Intuitive insights you can trust. So that's your psychic connectivity and connection as well. Taking care of others, perhaps too much. Yeah? Always this thing that comes up with Pisces. Listen to your heart. Intuitive insights you can trust. So it's comforting yourself. This queen, it's like, to me, it's like a Queen of Cups here. Coming back to your own emotional well-being here. Again, we're in Virgo. Health, needing to take care of our health, our emotional and spiritual health, which will transpire physically. Underneath, you have this Nine of Winter, which is this Nine of Swords. Anxiety, number 18, that was repeated here, very important, which is your shadow. Remember? This is what we're working on. But they're saying unfounded fear, focusing on the worst case scenario. So this fear of commitment, what is going to happen? This person is going to leave me, what if? Allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the problem. out of proportion. That's what the mind will do. It will dramatize, you know, like this Mars energy, make drama out of nothing. You know? When you go deeper, it's much more simple, calm. There's more serenity. There's more true love. If you only live from that, it's like entrainment, you know, like the binaural beats with music that entrain your brain into different brain waves and slow them down. If your frequency is at a certain level of love and true and purity, the people around you, if they're betraying you or hurting you, all those people are going to fall gracefully away. And the universe will bring to you only those people that will match your vibration. So it's not about, that's where the forgiveness comes in. It's not about putting up with those people. It's just about you focusing on your own vibration so that you vibrate only at that frequency. And so if this person is gonna feel that and grow and raise their own frequency, that's great. If not, they'll just go away and other people will come. And then at the end of the day, Pisces, you know that you don't need anyone because you are full of this love. That's the key. But don't fall into this anxiety mode. Again, remember, your nervous system can be overactive and overactivated by very small things that for other people would be nothing, but for you will trigger very deep emotional wounds. Which again, Pisces, will make you stronger, and that's why you usually spiritually rise higher than others. And it's not a competition, it's just a fact. Yeah, walk away from dissonant associations, realizing that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness. Something that's not worth the effort. Yeah, so seeing clearly, seeing the truth, Pisces. Those people will fall away as you are rooted in your own truth. It's time to take action, be fearless, and happily pursue your most treasured dreams. Amazing career opportunities, Pisces. Yeah, and again, underneath, it's time to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizons. Let your creativity take flight. Focus on your path, Pisces. Focus on your path right now. And you're doing so. Balance. Of course. So you have the Fool coming in, the Dreamer. Embrace your true purpose. Begin a new adventure. Trust yourself. Okay? Don't overthink. Balance. Libra. Take everyone's input into consideration. Merge viewpoints to create a better solution. And that's also the higher frequency of Libra, is that Libra and the negative energy can sometimes attach itself and be too focused on relationships, on how they relate to people, you know, and they're very diplomatic and they try to fit, kind of a bit like a Pisces, you know, which brings in decision as well. But now it's the higher frequency of Libra, which you're going into, Pisces, is to be the judge, the neutral, the detachment, the compassion, finding the love within, which doesn't need anyone and doesn't need to, you know, people please. That can be a problem with Libra. People can have their viewpoints, but you create your own from all of that field. Take your time, there's no need to rush. So if there is anything, you know, about your project, or, you know, if there's a marriage or whatever, of those contracts, balance will be fine. And it's important that you take your time to make sure that it's also even give and take as well, that it's not you giving all of you and receiving nothing. Yeah, Pisces, because you will be drained eventually. Opposing goals arising from different opinions, feeling at odds with yourself or others. Overly ambitious people, and that I think came with this Mars energy, this drama. Pisces, you know your truth. Stay in your own bubble. Know what it is. If those people are going through this drama in their life, whatever it is, let them. You don't need to let that become your own. It is not your own. True compassion is not becoming the other or taking on the energies of others. True compassion is giving them the space to heal and do their own, take their responsibility for themselves. Be grateful, you have much to celebrate. Deep feelings of peace and happiness, a contented personal life. And that is this Four of Wands energy, which is homecoming, this home energy. And you're going towards that, Pisces. I know that. Just make sure that you stay rooted deep within you, your spiritual strength, committed to this, to your path, and to the light, to your illumination, the sun. Solar plexus, confidence, feeling of home, Pisces. Find that in very small ways, as the Virgo energy is asking us to do with this new moon coming in. Little things like, what is it that you like doing first in the morning that makes you feel good? You know, small things like this. Start to nurture yourself, nurture the inner child within yourself, attune yourself to that. Starseed to finish. The obstacles and challenges are just here to challenge, test us. Test our spiritual strength. The blue flame. Yeah, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. You know, awakening, sometimes and often we're not aware that it happened. It just happens, it's spontaneous. But it's like, actually this moment of awakening, suddenly you see things differently. It's like your eyes just open, you just woke up, you know, from this dream time and awakening. It happens by itself, but really it happened in that moment because you went through this whole like deep dive into your shadow, into looking at yourself, taking the time a little bit, 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at night, to look within yourself, to be in your own silence, in your own energy field, to inquire, not think, feel within you. Ask yourself, ask the angels before you go to sleep. You know, if you want to get an answer about your path, about whatever it is. It takes time because we are constructed of layers of stuff that is not us. Falsehood, remember? We need to uncover all this to come back to the truth. The innocent, the pure love that we are at the core. And our soul. Uncage ourselves. You'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. And here, talking about time, yeah? Wait. It's not yet time. Things are being woven. Be patient with yourself, Pisces. I know it comes up a lot in your readings, but again, things are being woven behind the scene, but it's also this work you're doing, this commitment to yourself is going to bring those results. But without you expecting anything, just doing this work and just knowing, without giving up, just going through this and just knowing that this is what suddenly by grace is going to give you an awakening, a moment where you're going to have clear insight. But just know you're not alone. Remember, you're safe. Let this anxiety go, this overactivity. Commit yourself, do small things. Trust that things are happening behind the scene, and before you know it, when you least expect it, the wheel will turn. Your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative accountability, and that is you, the artist, the creative person that we saw in the last reading, the archetypes, where once you tap deep into who you are, you will find clarity onto what your purpose is. Because once you get to this knowing, this deep knowing, it's a feeling, Pisces. Things fall into place like just very easily, naturally. It flows better because you are living from your authenticity. You're not trying to make it, or you're not trying to be someone else that you're not. But to know that, you need to be able to actually come back to your truth. How can you create your life, your true life, if you're not true, if you're false? And we all have become that. We all have become this false mask and ego because of this protectiveness. Yeah? So do we have the courage now to go deeper, not be afraid of seeing the shadow, looking at it? Because it is only when you look at it that you shine the light upon it, you get the insight. And from there, manifestation is a clear channel. It's direct because it's from that source of yours, your truth. And when that happens, everything starts to make sense. And there's not so much struggle, obstacles, and this will come, but it's not as much because you are much stronger spiritually inside. Yeah, Pisces. I love you, Pisces. I hope this was helpful. It was a little deep today, but it is what it is. I will see you tomorrow. Take care.